Hello, wonderful listeners. Welcome back to another episode of Hold That Thought. I'm Sonia, your host, hoping to guide you through yet another meaningful conversation about mental health and personal growth. Our previous chat about overcoming addictions was enlightening, and today we're diving into something equally significant: healing a broken heart.
Hi, Sonia. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here discussing such a profoundly personal and universal theme. Heartache, while excruciating, can be an unexpected catalyst for transformation and growth.
Absolutely, Talia. A broken heart can really feel like the end of the world, can't it? But it's amazing how new beginnings can emerge from those feelings of despair. I remember reading a quote, I think it was by Mary Oliver. She said something like, "Someone I loved once gave me a box full of darkness. It took me years to understand that this too was a gift."
That's a beautiful way to frame it, Sonia. Our darkest moments, like heartache, compel us to sit with uncomfortable emotions. In my experience, both personal and as an executive coach, this is where real growth happens. It's like pruning a tree. You cut away what's broken or unhealthy to promote new growth.
Exactly. It's a chance to reevaluate who you are and what you want. I think many of us forget that healing, though painful, isn't about reverting but evolving. Speaking of evolving, Talia, could you share how your own experiences have been shaped by heartache?
Certainly, Sonia. Heartache for me was initially like navigating through a fog. There was a moment in my life when a significant relationship ended. I poured myself into work, thinking productivity would be my solace. Eventually, I realized it was okay to not be okay, and that vulnerability was actually a strength, not a weakness.
That's such an important realization. We often mask our pain with busyness, thinking it will make everything better. But acknowledging emotions is key to moving forward. Let's talk a bit about self-care during heartache, Talia. How do you recommend people commence their healing journey?
I always advocate starting with tiny, yet profound self-care rituals. It could be simple things, like sipping your morning coffee mindfully, or setting aside a few minutes to journal your thoughts without censorship. When you establish these grounding rituals, you create an emotional anchor that allows you to explore those turbulent feelings safely.
That's beautifully put. I love the idea of using self-care as an anchor. Even something as routine as a morning walk can be transformed into a meditative experience. It's like opening windows to let the fresh air in, cleansing the space inside us.
Exactly, Sonia. And doing this intentionally shifts focus from what's lacking to creating abundance in small, meaningful ways. For instance, learning a new skill or rekindling an old hobby can be incredibly therapeutic. It's a way to remind ourselves of who we are, beyond relationships.
Oh, absolutely. And there's something empowering about rediscovering passions we might have shelved. Speaking of empowerment, how do we deal with those waves of doubt and insecurity that often follow heartache?
That's a challenge, isn't it? Those moments can feel relentless. One tactic I suggest is reframing those thoughts. For instance, when self-doubt creeps in, it can help to question its validity. Engage with these thoughts. From a place of curiosity, ask yourself, is this true? More often than not, you'll find they're not as grounded as you feared.
That's such a constructive approach. It's amazing how, when we distance ourselves slightly from our automatic thoughts, they lose their hold. I also think there's a place for gratitude in all of this, right?
Absolutely. Gratitude can be transformative. By consciously redirecting focus to what we're thankful for, we contrast the negative narrative. It doesn't negate the pain but balances it with positivity, helping us find peace amidst chaos.
I think so too, Talia. Gratitude exercises have been a game changer for many, myself included. Before we wrap up, let's touch on the importance of support systems. After all, we don't heal in isolation.
So true, Sonia. Investing in one's support network is crucial. This could mean seeking professional help or simply reaching out to friends or family. Sharing your struggle can feel daunting, but the act of sharing can be healing in itself, building a foundation of trust and love around you.
Precisely. There's so much power in vulnerability. It's where true human connection lies. It always comes back to recognizing that we're not alone in our journey, doesn't it?
Indeed. Heartache can sometimes feel like a solitary battle, but the truth is, there's a whole community of people who can empathize and offer support. As difficult as it can be, reaching out often brings relief and comfort.
Thank you, Talia, for sharing your insights and for being here today. I believe our listeners will take away so many practical and heartfelt ideas about growing through heartache and finding strength. Remember, everyone, that it's okay to feel weak, but within those moments lie the seeds of resilience.
It's been a pleasure, Sonia. Thank you for creating this space for such valuable conversations. I hope our listeners know they have the tools within them to heal, transform, and thrive.
Thank you, Talia. Compassion and understanding make a world of difference. To our listeners, I invite you to reflect on today's conversation and consider how you might apply these insights in your own lives. Until next time, take care and remember to be gentle with yourselves.